Hello, my name is Dylan Bowman, and the problem that I'm talking about is drug and opioid addiction. Uh, this happens all across the world. You may be going through it, someone you love or a family friend may be going through, or just some random person that you see. We all see drug and opioid addiction throughout our daily lives most of the time. It can appear in many different ways. You can see somebody that beat an opioid addiction and it looks like they never had one, or you could see someone that's still going through it and can't get out of it. I myself, I myself know a lot about this, not personally, but some of my family friends have gone through a drug and opioid addiction, and some come out the right path and become a much better person than they were before, and others don't get that, and the addiction takes over their lives. I hope that I'm able to teach you and help you learn about drug and opioid addiction and how it can affect our lives personally. First, I'm going to be talking about the problem. Addiction can be seen in many different ways. It can be anywhere. It could be very bad in your hometown. It could be bad across the country. No matter what, it's bad. Anybody can go through it, not just one group. Everybody goes through addiction in many different ways, and it depends how they cope. Most people go through an addiction once they hit like a rough patch in life, and they try to get a high and want to get away from reality for even a little bit, and and just want to stay in that feeling. And once they get that feeling of a high or different reality, we can say, they want to be there all day, and that's how their addiction begins. But some people are able to come out of it. According to an article from Peter Grinspoon from Harvard Health, he stated that people are not static, and they are always changing and adapting. So what he's trying to say there is that no one's ever going to be in one spot forever. Everyone's going to change at some point in their lives, and for some people, if they're going through addiction, maybe they can change for the better, and they could come out on the other side and become a much better person than they were 6 months ago when they were going through that addiction. And that's what I hope for everybody. And it impacts our lives in many ways. Drug and opioid addiction can impact you in mostly negative ways. There's not many positives that come out of it. Like I said, if you're going through an addiction, with drug and opioids, it's never going to be good. In most cases, if you can't find any help, it can go into life or death. According to Laura Dort from Very Well Health, she wrote an article about the short-term and long-term effects of drug and opioid addiction, and some long-term effects include cancer and even death. Some short-term effects can cause cardiovascular impact and mind-altering solutions. Although, in this article, mainly the author just talks about many effects that can happen to the body, and it happens different for everybody. Someone may not have very noticeable effects and just like their psychological changes, and other people physically, they lose lots of weight, get scars all over the place because they want that high all day and they can't get away from it. Like I said before, nothing positive can ever come out of a drug situation, and I hope that no one ever has to go through that in their lives. Finally, there's some suggestions that I can give. As I said before, I hope that I was able to teach you or help you learn about drug and opioid addiction, and you start to reach out to people more. According to the National Institute of Drug and Abuse, they wrote an article talking about of ways that you can fight addiction. One way is cognitive based rehab, and what the rehab does is it puts you through a real life scenarios of how you can kind of feel like you could fight back and help you really attack the scenario. They also say you can reach out to people. No matter what, you should always reach out to your friends. That could be this first step to them finding help and getting you could say, the help they deserve and need. Thank you for your time and listening to my speech.